Hello, my name's Roger Blameyer. I'm one of the team for European SchoolNet Academy. I'm from the United Kingdom, and after getting my degree at Manchester University, I taught in secondary schools in the Midlands, teaching French and German to students of all abilities. As you can imagine, technology was needed even in the early days to motivate and engage them. Since then, I've worked with teachers in many countries, all with the aim of motivating and engaging. 21st century skills. Well, for a long time, the role of a teacher has been to help children move into the world beyond childhood and to develop the skills, competences, understanding, and attitudes, as well as knowledge, to enable them to participate in society. The teacher's job then has been to do that traditionally in a building with a classroom. But technology and the pressures of change in the world are changing all of that. What in particular are the skills that kids need to acquire? We have no idea what the world will be like, but looking back, some skills which were important, such as memorizing facts, thanks to technology, are less important than other skills needed in a competitive world. So it's a balance of skills. We talk about skills, which is basically expertise, the ability to do something well, and competences, a wider concept referring to the combination of knowledge, skills, attitudes and values applied effectively to a particular domain. So 21st century skills have emerged in recent years as being, if not new, a different organisation and set of skills with different priorities and weightings than they had in the past. There are various international and national frameworks of 21st century skills. An important example is the European Framework of Key Competences for Lifelong Learning. This includes 8 key competences: communication in the mother tongue and in foreign languages, mathematical competence and basic competence in science and technology, digital competence, learning to learn, social and civic competences, sense of initiative and entrepreneurship, and cultural awareness and expression. These key competences are all interdependent and have important cross-cutting themes such as creativity, applicable to all of them. The different definitions and lists of 21st century skills share a number of common elements. For our work, for our purposes, but you may think differently, we've grouped them into 6 themes. The first theme is creativity, the facility to imagine, to express, to work on your own and produce a piece of work, individually or with others, using initiative, perhaps enterprise, taking risks, some of which fail, some of which succeed, and learning from mistakes, and then evaluating these creations to improve them. What we have in technology is a range of tools which are developing all the time to support creativity, to record creativity, and to scaffold further creativity. The second set is communication, what used to be perhaps called the skill of speaking and writing. And that's true now, even more so in an audio-visual age of multimedia. Expressing yourself in your own language and other languages in different situations and adapting your language for these situations. Literacy covers much of this, and the term is still valid, provided it is extended to new forms of expression and discussion, particularly social media, for example. The third group is collaboration. Working together on a task to solve a problem, to reach an objective. Contributing your own ideas and opinions, being confident with others, respecting other people's opinions, and being flexible, sometimes playing the role of leader, other times in a supportive role or an antagonistic role to challenge. Again, digital tools can help collaboration in many ways, and particularly inside and outside the classroom, in the school day and beyond the school day. The fourth set stands alone really as digital competences, although as you see they support many of the other competences, they have skills within them as such. We've divided them into operational skills, making things work, organising, managing, filing, retrieving, and perhaps coding as well, writing software, creating games. And then a higher level of skill perhaps in terms of information literacy, but increasingly important in the 21st century, to evaluate information, to protect your privacy, to respect other people, being safe and responsible. Fifthly, critical thinking. The world is going to be complex, increasingly complex. We'll have more information at our fingertips. The skill of assessing options, making decisions, coming to a judgment, building knowledge over time, and contesting, reasoning, analysing. These traditional higher order skills are increasingly important in a complex world. And lastly, the skill, if it is, of personal responsibility and social responsibility. Learning to learn is one. We can't possibly provide all the skills that children need for the next 70 years after they leave school. So we have to help them learn, to enjoy learning, to be responsible for future learning as jobs which don't even exist at the moment come into being. Managing your own learning, understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and reflecting on your learning. Metacognition, very important. Self-actualization is also important. In simple terms, this is acquiring the skills, knowledge and understanding to pass exams at 16, 18 or whenever. But it's wider than that as well, in achieving personal goals, becoming the person you want to be, handling setbacks, adapting. And then, not just personal but collective, being a citizen in a world with challenges, climate change, tensions between countries, nationalities, ethnic backgrounds, stresses on resources, all need collective solutions through policies, politics, community and national action and cooperation. Don't forget, these skills aren't just for students but for teachers as well. We need to model how to do things. We need to model an example of what it looks like to be grown up with these skills. And we need to provide context to develop the skills. It's possible to produce lessons which don't develop those skills and achieve other learning objectives, but to achieve the same objectives by developing those skills at the same time, perhaps as a byproduct, perhaps as a principal aim. And we need to have a collection and look at a growing body of evidence to show how this can be done. And finally, skills can only be demonstrated if there is some means of capturing that demonstration and recording it in terms of accreditation and certification. And this is a big challenge and an increasing one. It's easy to demonstrate recall of facts by simple testing times tables or dates in history. To test and to show how much an individual has contributed to a collective effort is far more difficult, but it's a challenge we need to meet.